We are looking at the governance console for watsonx.governance. This is where someone in your organization, one of your AI leaders, could see the entire AI landscape from a single point of view. There's a lot of information here, but I do want to touch on some of these panels that we're seeing and just kind of dive in a little bit. So we have model compliance status here. So you're thinking of your different use cases in your organization, as they're going through that life cycle, hopefully they're all going to be compliant, but there are going to be some that are not compliant for various reasons. So you do have insight into that, or maybe there are ones that haven't reached that compliance yet. So we could click into that and see what are our non-compliant use cases right now. Also, you're going to have different models, different use cases that are touching different departments across your organization, such as human resources, finance, fraud, market risk, and so on. So maybe these are use cases for those departments, or maybe they're use cases where someone in those departments has a stake. Maybe they need to approve something or something like that. We have use cases by life cycle phase. Obviously, your use cases go through all kinds of different phases, such as when someone has that idea initially, they start working on it, it's under development, and eventually goes into production. So we could look across the organization and see, all right, how many are currently proposed, how many are awaiting approval, and so on. For models by provider, something that's really great about watsonx.governance is that we're actually able to govern any model deployed anywhere. So it's not just IBM models, and it's not just those that are running on IBM software. I'm going to click in right here. We can actually see two of the models that we have in our system that we're governing are actually OpenAI models, so a GPT 3.5 and a GPT 4. And we have other models in the platform as well. We also have all kinds of different developed models and prompts here from Databricks, Google, IBM, Amazon, and so on. When you think about your models in your organization, you're obviously going to be very interested in how those are performing from a metrics perspective. So we do have the ability to very quickly go in and see, across the organization, what are the metrics that are in a breach status. We have them marked as red. They're not meeting the threshold that we've set or something like that, and then what use cases are those assigned back to. So we could dive in very quickly and find out that information. Like I said, there's a lot of information here. The last thing that I want to touch on, though, is my tasks. There's nothing assigned right now, but if I'm someone in the organization who has a part to play, such as maybe approving a use case, or maybe it's going to go to me at a certain point in the process to assess something, that would actually appear here. So I don't have to go track that down. I don't have to go out to a spreadsheet or a box folder. I could actually go out there. It's all contained in the system, and I could do my checks and balances, approval, or whatever it may be, and then that information continues to flow through the system.